Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight I am a happy man. As you can see, ooh baby, Dragon Ball Heroes is here. Tonight, there was a stream from the official Dragon Ball Heroes YouTube channel. They were having a live stream announcing a bunch of information about the 9th anniversary of Dragon Ball Heroes. And this screenshot was taken. I'm not gonna credit anyone for the image because literally like 6 copies, including myself, of the image were all posted in a row on my TL. It was great when it happened. We were really hoping for some Dokkan information from this event, and we most certainly got it. This is very, very exciting. I know this is going to be a real short video, but y'all know me with Dragon Ball Heroes and Dokkan. I had to make a video about it. I don't even care that my fan is blasting. I don't care that I should be in bed. I don't care that the video might be a little bit laggy because I'm rendering something in the background that's for tomorrow that you'll see tomorrow. Hopefully you'll enjoy, but it doesn't matter. Dragon Ball Heroes has been announced, baby. So, as you can see here, we are getting a Cumber when he is breaking out of the straitjacket. If you remember originally in the Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime, he was in the straitjacket, and then he breaks out of it to inevitably fight. We also have the Super Saiyan 3 Cumber that transforms into the Great Ape Cumber. We also have Super Few, and of course, Golden Metal Cooler, which is so cool. Now, I will say one very interesting thing about all of this, before I kind of just talk a little bit, because there is some things I want to talk about related. The homie Garesh did do translations for us. Again, I apologize, it's going to be a little bit laggy on your screen, but it should get to this image in a second, because I'm rendering a video in the background. So this was all the information from the Dragon Ball Heroes live stream. Obviously, most of this is pertaining to Dragon Ball Heroes itself, but if we take a look at the bottom there, you can see a collaboration with Dokkan Metal will be held in November. They will introduce new cards such as Great Ape Super Saiyan 3 Cumber, seemingly Few, Golden Cooler. There will also be a special event where Cumber will be a farmable unit. So, essentially, what we're looking at here is that Cumber card to the left of this image is going to be a free-to-play card that's going to be farmable from an event. The rest of these will be summonable on a banner. Crazy. Absolutely insane, my dude. I can't believe they're making him a free unit. That's awesome. I'm really excited, obviously. By the way, your screen's going to be lagging for a minute here because I'm just going to pull something up and then get the stale image and talk about it. But obviously that's super exciting, especially too because a lot of people tend to unfortunately skip Dragon Ball Heroes. I suppose last time that was more so just because of the timing of it. Obviously it came on a bad time on global, but sometimes JP players do skip it. I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag. It's like you're not going to get the opportunity to summon on it again, but in the same regard, right, it's like, it's not units that you necessarily need. Alright, now, here's what I wanted to talk about. One quick thing that I always just kind of notice, I guess, when they do Dragon Ball Heroes. We're going to keep it from right here, and then we'll talk about the newer units. So, again, I apologize if the video is lagging. I'm rendering something in the background. But I wanted to talk about real quick just kind of something interesting. I don't necessarily know why they do this. I kind of maybe have to theory craft a little bit before I can give you a 100% reason on why. But it is very interesting that Dragon Ball Heroes, every time they release collab units, granted these are probably, well, actually the World Mission ones are a little bit different, but these are probably the newest ones in terms of just Dragon Ball Heroes in general. Because every time they release Dragon Ball Heroes units, they are always characters that have appeared in the promotional videos a long time ago. Like, even when Baby Janemba, right, Boobity, Gotenks, and Super Pikkon were introduced into Dokkan, they had been released a fair amount before. The same thing as well with Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, AGL Toa, and Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. Toa was a little bit newer, but Trunks especially is like pretty old when it comes to the Heroes promotional anime material. And I don't mean like the new promotional anime. I mean like the mini movies that I'm sure you've seen before that are used like in the arcade game. Of course, then Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta, a little bit newer, but still kind of an older choice, you know, considering what Heroes had. And then obviously Super Cronoa was kind of the newer-ish unit. Then of course with them we got all the rest of that stuff, which Mass Saiyan, the two Mass Saiyans were newer, I think, out of all of those. But it's still interesting that they pick, you know, like the main appeal units, because I would say that would be, you know, the Super Saiyans, I suppose. I mean, maybe not for some people, but they always pick them old, which is really weird. And obviously Heroes is a little bit of a different case just because we have Goku, Vegeta, Sealess, and Great Saiyaman 4. Obviously, all those characters a little bit more relevant to Dragon Ball Heroes. The other two, the Saiyans are the box art, right? And then obviously what do you call it? The Super Saiyan, or not Super Saiyan, the Great Saiyaman 3 makes sense because that's obviously a main character. And then Sealess is obviously the main villain. So it's a little bit weird to me, again, that they're picking some units that are, or characters rather, for units that I don't want to say are a little bit older, but keep in mind, we're on episode 17 of the Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime, and all of these characters have not premiered since the first few episodes, right? All these characters were around when the Cumber fight was still going on, and like when Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta, the Xeno Bros, were still around in, you know, the story. Obviously, they've since left. We don't really know where they went in the context of a Prison Planet arc. But I'm sure just more exploring, because obviously we moved on from the Prison Planet arc at this point in the Heroes promotional anime. But again, they're from the past arc, right? We're not seeing any, you know, hearts, super hearts, no UI, Goku, Capsule Corp. You know, Gogeta just came in the most recent episode. You know, we're not seeing like a team up card of 17 and Piccolo, that would probably never happen. You know, the fusion of like the android kids or whatever. You know, just none of that newer stuff. And again, when I'm saying this, you have to keep in mind, I am 100% not complaining whatsoever, because I am so happy that these units are here. Obviously, Golden Metal Cooler is amazing. I am a big fan of Cumber. I know I'm in the minority to the, you know, 10th degree on that one, but I love Cumber. I think he's really cool. So to be able to get him in Dokkan is awesome. And then few I'm kind of indifferent. Like I would have rather had that spot go to Hearts, but it is important that we get few in the game at some point. So I think his inclusion is definitely necessary. But excuse me, again, it's just odd that they choose characters from an arc ago, right? Because obviously all these guys haven't shown their face in the Heroes anime, you know, in a little bit. And I understand they still want to capitalize on, you know, advertising off of them and like making merch and, you know, cards in this case off of them, you know, as they should, you know, because people will buy it and certainly want to. But it's always just such an odd choice to me that they always choose, you know, characters you can't really say from an arc behind, because obviously the Heroes like mini movies aren't really arcs, they're more so, you know, promotional material. But either way, I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on that, because every time that this has happened, I always think that it's kind of strange that they decide to just make it characters that have, you know, kind of been around the block and served their time. I don't know. You know, for this too, I mean, obviously this one is more villain themed, which is really cool. But, you know, they could have done like Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, Vegito, or I really hope Super Saiyan 4 Vegito comes at some point. I don't care if he's just like a Heroes card or if he ends up getting his own Dokkan Fest. That would be absolutely incredible. But, you know, like those guys definitely are an option to come in the future, right? And I think that, even though I think probably funny enough, I don't think too many people care for Cumber. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like Cumber. But I honestly think that the most popular out of all these characters is probably Golden Metal Cooler. But I honestly think that most people would be pretty excited about a Super Saiyan 4 Vegito card in the game, and will probably summon for it. So I don't know. Let me know let me know in the comments all of your thoughts below on all of this. Again, I just kind of wanted to share what I thought because I have never really. I mean, I think maybe I talked about it in a podcast before, but I've never really had an outlet to kind of just share these particular details about how I felt about what characters they choose. I just think it's interesting every time. I would love to know the logic behind it. Either way, though, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, get hyped for this. I will 100% be summoning on this. I don't know if I'm going to, like last time, try and go for the rainbow on every single unit. Because I did do that. Because, the Dragon Ball